Everyone wants to own the best smartphone out there right now. For example, the likes of iPhone or the Samsung flagship devices like the S6 Edge or the Note 5. But they're so expensive and often not worth the functional value to the consumer, people start looking for other good options. And here I introduce the Asus Zenfone 2 Deluxe, which is priced at about 23,000 Indian rupees as against the Galaxy S6 Edge, which is at about 48,000 Indian rupees. Asus is the fifth largest manufacturer of PCs in the world and amongst the top 10 IT companies in Asia. Their venture in the smartphone world has kickstarted well, and they're coming up with better products each time. In this video, we compare the Zenfone 2 Deluxe with the S6 Edge. If you look at the similarities, you'd see that both devices have 4 GB of RAM and high processing power. The Zenfone 2 has a larger display, but with a lower resolution. The Zenfone 2 is a dual SIM device, while the S6 Edge is a single SIM device, and both are 4G enabled. Considering the price difference, the Zenfone 2 really seems to be a strong performer. While the camera on the S6 Edge is extremely brilliant, the Zenfone 2 camera has an impressive low-light photography, as I'll demonstrate in the video ahead. If you look at the devices, the Zenfone 2 Deluxe definitely falls on the bulky side, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. For most people, having a sturdy device gives them more confidence in the device, and it obviously seems to be stronger. The S6 Edge looks beautiful, a class apart, and stunningly sleek. It carries a definite risk. Layered with glass on the back as well, which makes it slippery and runs the risk of a cracked glass both in the front as well as the back. From a design perspective, the Zenfone 2 Deluxe seems designed for the enthusiasts. The back door is made of plastic, which makes the overall weight of the Zenfone 2 light, but the highlight is the prismatic pattern that lends a dual tone color to the device, and since it's not glass or metal, there is no chance of fingerprint smudges. The back is removable, but just like the S6 Edge, the battery is non-removable. The Zenfone 2 has a 3000 mAh battery. It's got a dual SIM option as opposed to the S6 Edge, which is a single SIM device. The Zenfone also has a microSD card slot expandable to 64 GB of memory. Both devices come loaded with Android Lollipop, and hopefully both would receive an Android 6.0 Marshmallow update. When it comes to performance in terms of screen transitions, animations, and opening and closing of applications, the Zenfone 2 does a pretty good job at keeping up with the S6 Edge. However, the real test would be to check the Zenfone 2 holding up against HD video playback and HD game performance, and my guess is that it's going to be a breeze on this device. When talking about display, the S6 Edge has a Quad HD display, whereas the Zenfone 2 has a Full HD display. Now the S6 Edge definitely has more pixels per inch, resulting into a more detailed image, but when it comes to colors, brightness, and overall viewing experience, the Zenfone 2 holds up pretty well against the S6 Edge. Now let's talk about the camera for a while. The Zenfone 2 Deluxe has a 13 megapixel camera with autofocus and dual LED flash. Now dual LED flash is something really important because A, it's not there in the S6 Edge, and it just means that you have more light in night photography. So the low light photography could be something really interesting with the Zenfone 2 Deluxe. Apart from that, obviously you get all the options that you generally get in camera applications. You can change the resolution at which you take pictures. The lower is the resolution, the more pictures you can take. You can shift the qualities between fine and standard. You could change the focus mode as well. So you've got smart, and you've got a couple of others as well. In terms of video quality, you have the option of full HD video as well as lower it down to HD or TV quality. Let's have a look at a couple of modes available in the Zenfone 2 Deluxe camera app. You've got manual mode, which is just like the Pro mode that you get in the S6 Edge, where you get to set factors like white balance, exposure, ISO levels, and even shift focus manually. The S6 Edge has real-time HDR. Nevertheless, the Zenfone 2 Deluxe has HDR capability as well. And just as you get slow and fast motion in the S6 Edge, the Deluxe has slow motion, time-lapse, and time rewind. Now this is the set of modes that are available in the S6 Edge, and as you can see, apart from live broadcast, everything else is pretty much available in the Zenfone 2 Deluxe as well. Now live broadcast is something basically where you can directly stream onto YouTube, but that's not something that you're going to use a lot. Comparing a couple of shots that I took from the S6 Edge versus the Zenfone 2 Deluxe, you can see that the S6 Edge is definitely brighter. But the Zenfone 2 has produced better colors. As you can see, the grass is greener, which it actually is. Even in this picture, again, the S6 Edge, it's just a little more bright as compared to the Zenfone 2 Deluxe picture. But in terms of picture quality or the details that are there, there's no significant difference as such. And even in this picture, again, you see that the S6 Edge is again slightly brighter, but in terms of picture quality or details, there's not much of a difference. And here, there's almost no difference at all. I mean, it's exactly the same. So no significant or visible to eye difference. These are just a couple of selfie shots that were taken. Again, as you can see, they're quite nice. Even against bright sunlight, it's pretty good. To conclude, the Zenfone 2 Deluxe, given its price point, is a pretty awesome device. A great processor, 4GB RAM, massive 5.5-inch bright and colorful LCD display at Full HD resolution, giving you great detail, capable of some really good shots with its dual LED flash and 13-megapixel camera. And to add to all of this, a solid body with a unique dual-tone prismatic pattern at the back really makes the Zenfone 2 Deluxe impressive.